Yes. Oh shit. Bro, ano ka di, boy? You there? Dude, you there? Bro, I just woke up. Oh. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to also Philippines Nationals 2024. It's me, Kinamang, and I'll be the one commentating this match. Sorry, kanina. I think no one heard what I said kanina. Hopefully, anyways, let me just fill myself out on what's happening. So we're currently at 1-0. Rise 4 and Rise 1 has been protected, and LN1 and LN2 has been banned. So right now we are currently at Hybrid 1. Oh no, this is the hardest hardest hybrid chart. Already starting from the like a quarter on the chart. Already Arquin still having 99 accuracy, while Buenoo is trying to catch that one up. As you can see, like Arquin manages to be a bit more consistent in this kind of patterns apparently. But Buenoo is trying, especially those reverse shield stare patterns. Despite Arquin getting a miss there, Buenoo is there is not enough exchange of misses here as Buenoo tries to overtrade, but Arquin getting I think 3 misses throughout, but the 99 accuracy is still consistent.
Alright, I mean, did I miss a lot, by the way? Or was it just this one point that I'm pretty wrong?
Second map.
Anyway, so currently, we're kind of seeing how these two players fare when it comes to the long run platform. And I mean, while the accuracies for both players are relatively high, it's that consistency that's giving arcwinolivirus a slight edge. Like I mentioned something about shields and all that. These seem to be the kinds of patterns that Buenoo may have to work on, at least right now. And it's really not working right out of this moment, which is why Arquin has this big of an advantage. I mean, it's really concerning because I don't really know what other options would Buenoo have other than the Rises. And I wouldn't be surprised if Buenoo chose a Rise to start this match.
Yeah, for some reason Arquin manages to get the 99 on this one. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind.
Well, regardless, it's still a very.
Let's see.
You just gotta wonder. Let's look at the accuracies. I mean, if you were to look at the ratios, they're like almost the same. In fact, the 200 count isn't that far apart, but the misses were a little bit too much for. They were a little bit too much for Buenoo to even have a chance of cracking into the victory here.
Yeah, that's gonna be a second point for Arquin right there. You can really tell that Arquin has a competitive edge when it comes to hybrid charts like this. You know, despite the misses, but you can see the difference here that finals is finals. So we are at the point where late game difficulty is starting to immerse itself. It's starting to morph itself into fruition. Lalo na sa hybrid where usually it's potentially the hardest kind of map patterns. But anyways, we're down to LN5. Now we're go to LN5, which is Paradise. Okay, yeah, we might need to turn off the music to avoid YMCA.
Oh, we definitely have to do that.
I don't know the lyrics of this. I don't know.
What is it? What's the song? Okay, I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't even know what this is.
It's Voice Over Flowers.
Wait, this is? Okay.
Voice Over Flowers to siya. And then I could give it a shot, but I'm too tired. Anyways,
Okay.
mix. This is LN Wildcard, diba? So, how do I say this? This is level 65. I guess both players are capable of this one. It's just that Arquin has the most experience when it comes to LN, as I just say that. Buenoo getting the first miss there, but Arquin does trade it back.
Are those SVs, by the way?
Wait, am I saying SVs?
Okay, to be fair, it's really common to see that in 7K. I don't think it's that bad. But on a more serious note, I'm surprised to see Buenoo choosing this because like you just said, Arquin has more experience when it comes to long notes, and we saw how Arquin performed in comparison to Buenoo when those shields came. But surprisingly, it looks like Arquin is actually the one that's sort of struggling to be consistent here.
I think they might have picked a wrong difficulty. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
yeah, maybe it is the wrong difficulty, but
But
regardless,
regardless, it
doesn't look
does
like
look like
it doesn't
it's.
look like both players really mind. Like I don't like unless we like I don't even think. Here's the thing though, if it was the wrong difficulty, I think the players would have also noticed that. Though right now we're seeing some long jacks here. Okay, this density section is really something that I would expect Arquin to take an advantage. And just I say that, like the more dense the Ellens are, Buenoo would really struggle in those. But here's the one caveat to arcwinolivirus' lead: that accuracy is still very well on Buenoo's side. I mean, I mean, regardless, it's that consistency. It's that consistency that Arquin has right now. That's really been the story here for all the long notes. But that accuracy from Buenoo, it's really commendable. But again, when you have Ellen streams like this one, these kinds of Odu Jammy patterns, this is what Arquin's really good at, and I'm not surprised to see this advantage grow once we hit the denser sections here.
Yeah, but regardless, despite that, even though Bueno did have a better head start, Arquin Alvarez manages to get the third point.
Yeah, look at that. That that 200 count was very well onto Bueno's advantage. I mean, I think Bueno's really just trying to find picks that he could probably outact out Arquinolivirus on. But again, the consistency has been a major issue on Bueno's side, which is why currently Arquinolivirus has a 3-0 deficit, a 3-0 lead, and Bueno is sort of really losing on the deficit. I think Arquin has to go for another Ellen pick. Alright, so wait a second. So I have no idea what's gonna happen right now. But we're going to be verifying what's happening here. So can we go back to the gameplay settings, please? Let's go to the gameplay again, because we have to really see what's going to happen. Okay, so for verification's purposes, this is still 2-0. The map that was just played on stream, that doesn't count, as it seemed to be like some technical
Yeah,
difficulties happened. But here we are. We're gonna be playing the
I
correct
see.
version, the correct
I
one,
see.
and finally we'll be able to see how this would be.
All right, now this is the they're playing LN5 now. Hopefully there are no jump scares that will happen, but still,
Okay, but realistically, I'm not sure if this would make any difference, considering that the SVs that we saw a while ago were pretty sight readable for the most part. However, right now, it's kind of concerning that Arcwinolivirus's accuracy is actually lower, but as I say that, Bueno dropped at the same rate. I think there were a few 200s that were gotten there by Bueno.
already both players at this same combo both players at the same combo spectrum, but Bueno having the, well, never mind, actually both players are kind of neck and neck, but looking at the consistency the hit distribution right now, it looks like Bueno is a bit more consistent, but again, it is still too early to call. as it is the wild card after all. And it looks like Buenoo did manage to get a 200 right there, ultimately bringing the lead barely back to arcwinolivirus. But Buenoo tries to recover that accuracy, but so does Arcwin. Now both players have the same accuracy with 99.20, and well, actually no. Bueno is having the accuracy advantage, but Bueno having a miss, that is bad for Bueno's side, and another miss that is not that is unable to be traded by Arquin. Despite that, but like I think that costed zero point 0.2 accuracy. Arquin still maintaining the full combo.
Yeah, that's gonna be concerning because we're seeing a lot of the Ellen patterns become more diverse. Like, you notice how some of them are short and a lot of them are longer? Like, when you see those density patterns, that's where Bueno's really gonna start to struggle. And
Yeah,
we're
this
seeing
is
right
where the density of LNs come into place, where there is a lot of different LN offsets. Sorry, there are a lot of LN offsets here and there, and for some reason, Bueno is unable to maintain that consistency as we get to the last part of the chart. Both players are kind of under 99%, but arcwinolivirus getting lesser misses and better accuracy, which ultimately gives him the third point.
well, regardless if the map was replayed or not, it wouldn't have really made a difference. But here's what I've noticed. Arcwinolivirus's ratio and 200 count were actually better than Bueno's on this time. Though that being said, it's actually interesting because this gives a bit of a perspective on how accuracies are going to be for both of these players. So when more elements are incorporated, like the density elements and all that, Bueno is really going to start to struggle a little bit. But Arquinola Virus is still able to keep it up. I think that right now Arquin maybe has to pick another Eleanor hybrid at this point. Like
Oh,
Eleanor,
also not to mention, looking at Arquin's score, there were no misses there.
yeah.
Those were slider breaks.
I
I
think,
just noticed.
wait a second.
That is a
Wait,
good score.
that is a very good score indeed. But look at what Arquin's gonna go for. Rice 3. Alright, okay.
Oh, okay. They're going for the fast chord stream. I think that is a very reasonable pick from Arquin. Well, albeit I've known Arquin as more of the delay kind of person, especially late game, as per observation from the past MWCs. But yeah, I think they're just gonna pursue Rise 3, I guess. And yeah, this is, if I remember correctly, Rise 3 is 230 BPM.
Well,
200,
I don't,
230.
I don't exactly remember.
Uh,
But either way, if it seems like Bueno is not feeling that comfortable on this BPM. I feel like this is going to be it's gonna be really disadvantageous because being comfortable with a BPM is extremely important in playing chord streams. Like especially when reading happens, like it's gonna look a lot denser.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
faster.
So, all right. Thank you, Mr. Streamer, for verifying that. Yes, 230 BPM. Okay, 230 and a fast chord stream is very strainy. I'll tell you that. It
Right.
is not easy. Even though it has a simpler pattern compared to dense chord stream, it's the fact that it is technically a stamina pick at this point. So you know how like it's like, how do I say this? It's like BBU2, yung mga BBU DJ Sharpnel charts ni BBU2, but less denser, stuff like that. It's weird. I don't know my. Uh,
Wait a second. We're just trying to get the gameplay in a bit.
oh, okay.
It should be done in a bit. Though, just to know, I'm pretty sure it's already started. So we just have to wait really and see.
Yeah, it looks like there is a technical difficulty on the in-game side. Yeah, I just saw it. Uh, this will take a few seconds. I don't think it's gonna be bad. So while they're waiting to set that one up, ano ba? How is everyone doing?
I mean, at least for me, I just finished driving. Like I had to drive my brother to his lessons and all that, and then we ate out. Honestly, driving's fun, but it was okay. Like, to be fair, driving's okay, but man, especially in Manila, it can really be very. I don't know. How about you? How are you doing?
You may have just finished driving, but I just finished sleeping. I literally just woke up.
You just woke up right now?
I think 20 minutes ago. So yeah. So I have that tawag to? I have that voice na medyo hindi it's a de-energized Yukinomeng basically.
Alright. I mean, I hope you get more energy moving forward.
Okay, here we go. Okay, finally. Oh, we're like 80% away. Anyways, where are we? Oh,
Wait. Okay, don't worry. We're just getting things settled. Okay, there we
Okay.
go. So this is very concerning because 11. Look at that lead, 11,000, but there's a substantial difference. Okay, I actually looked into that. Never mind. Makes a lot of sense. But let's see how their accuracies are. I mean, okay, identical miscounts, but I think that BPM being way too uncomfortable for Buenoo was just way too much.
Well, surprisingly, like both players have the same ratio, like almost it's the same ratio. Arkwin just having a few changes there, but I think that was enough to get the 10k lead in favor for Arkwin. And we're down to the 5th map, and then this time it's Bueno's pick. And how do we say this? A lot of the LNs were depleted. Like both players banned LNs, which is really weird.
Yeah, like I didn't think Arkwin would ban Gunjo. Gunjo is such a weird ban because, like, I mean, we know how Buenoo performs on long runs. I think Buenoo picks, I don't know, Rice. It's not Rice 1. You mentioned how Arkwin's really good at delay stuff. Maybe Rice 5? Rice 2?
Oh, 5 is very risky. I would guess.
I mean, at this point, what else do you really have? Like, it's risky, but like, what else? What are players
Yeah, but it is a tech pick after all. So if you wanna bite the bullet and play the tech one, which is not easy, it's definitely the hardest one. And they're picking Rice 7. They're picking the mixed rice. I think that's reasonable. Like, would you like to it's either you want to play the shorter mixed or the longer mix, the consistency mix. So it's pretty much one of the only two charts in the Rice pick that deals with consistency, in my opinion, which is Rice 2 and Rice 7. So I guess this is fine. I guess this is a great pick for Buenoo, especially he has more of the consistent / accuracy side. And we're going for Rice 7, Gasoline Blood. Let's see which players are in fact more consistent for late game Rice picks. We'll have to see.
Okay, so this is Rice 7, right?
Yes, Rice 7.
Let's see about consistency. I mean, if consistency is the answer, Arkwin certainly is the more consistent player overall. But this is a Rice pick, so things may change. I mean, I think Buenoo's going for the overall accuracy route, but it hasn't really been working on his end, considering that some of these picks had arcwinolivirus winning even on the accuracy department.
I mean, both players are kind of neck and neck with each other, but again, it's really hard to determine, especially if the chart is 3 minutes long. Buenoo does have the competitive edge of 99.73, but again, this is mixed rice, so it is a completely different beast compared to other rice So it is a test of gaano ka ba ka-versatile to 7K stream, 7K jacks and stuff. But so far, Arquin does have the accuracy advantage. Bueno is not that far, so one miss from Arquin could change that a bit as Bueno tries to regain that accuracy. And as we approach 40% of the 40% of the map, looks like accuracy is kind of neck and neck with each other. I think 1-200 on Arquin's side may do it if Bueno manages to fix that accuracy. But Bueno getting a miss, which is not good. But it is on the longer side of the map pool, so there is still time. If Arquin can trade that, things might go different.
I don't see Arquin trading any misses right now, though. Like, look at how consistent he is on these patterns where there's so much versatility involved.
But here's the thing, look at the score. We're still like 1/4 of the chart. And we are currently at 625. So things might change really bad at the end here.
Yeah, but right now, starting to find more mistakes, and that's going to be unfortunate as we're seeing more of these bursts come in and just really going to make people struggle. But Arquin has been extremely consistent this match overall. So you can't really rely on any mistakes from him.
Yeah, definitely. And Bueno only had 2 misses. If Arquin is gonna trade that 2 misses and Bueno manages to maintain that combo, that could be it. But Bueno getting a miss, but Arquin getting a miss, Bueno getting another miss. So there is no even trade. So the lead is still there, ultimately giving it back to Arquin with a 9K lead. But Bueno is starting to struggle with this kind of patterns as Arquin does manage to maintain consistency, and I don't think there is a good exchange of misses on Bueno's side, giving the 5th point to arcwinolivirus. And looking at here, Bueno does have the better 200 count and the better ratio. It was just the misses that kind of hurted his score.
Those 350s were also very, very not good. But
Yeah.
man, Bueno's overall accuracy is just better. But again, consistency was the more important factor here. I think Arquin. Okay, you mentioned about shields and all that. I think Arquin has to go for hybrid.
Yeah, definitely. I think Hybrid 2 is a safe pick for Arquin, definitely. I think I have forgotten the rest of the hybrids, but Hybrid 2 and Hybrid 3 are kind of, how do you say this? Hybrid 2 is like almost like Hybrid 1, pero like more of the techie side, while Hybrid 3 is, high BPM side. Pero I think it's best that Hybrid 2 would be the safe pick. But again, there is still a lot of opportunities for Arquin to pick. Like for instance, we have the second Rice pick, which is Vivace Code, but no, they're picking LN3, the LN Density pick. Okay.
Okay, I mean, based on Bueno's reaction, I think Arquin hit the mark with this pick. Like you can already tell from the players' reactions if they're happy playing this or if they're really starting to worry and all that.
Now we're going for the 6th pick. It's either going to be a match point or a break point by Bueno, but we'll see. LN3 is the most straightforward LN pick, but Bueno getting a rough start there, just giving a good head start for Arquin right there. Bueno getting a second, but actually 2 misses and a slider break for Bueno's side, where we can see that the accuracy difference is just night and day for both players. Well, not really, but still 98.97, 98.50.
Well, the thing is, our accuracy is starting to get into that levels. But overall, it's that misses that's really night and day. Sure, Arquin dropped one now, but when patterns like this show up, like there's certain columns you have to prioritize holding, Buenoo really starts to struggle in being able to differentiate those. So reading has really been an issue for Buenoo as of this moment.
Arkwin is standing on that 99. Well, never mind. But Buenoo having 97.42. That's just a 1.5% accuracy gap, which just gives a very big lead for Arkwin right here with a 45k lead. And not to mention, this is one of the shorter side of the map pool. So yeah, how do I say this? If the only way for Buenoo to get the lead back is that when Arkwin gets like a full breakdown of his gameplay right there, but I don't see that thing anywhere. Considering how consistent Arkwin is on LN charts like this, it's really hard to tell. But Arkwin does get a miss there, but a very clean miss, not to mention. But Buenoo is struggling a bit, but is currently at 97 accuracy, so the lead just expands on Arkwin's side. And as we approach the few remaining seconds of the map, Arkwin still barely at the 99% margin of error, but Buenoo is already going under 97. And there we go. That's gonna be a match point for Arkwin, 6-0. So we have one LN chart remaining, and then 2 hybrids, and then the rest are rice. Now, what do we do here? And considering this is Buenoo's pick, if he wants to survive another chart, he needs to pick something good to at least come back. Now they're picking Rice too, Vivace Code. Will this be a different insight compared to Rice 3? Is Buenoo's side gonna be more on the density more than the high BPM kind of chord stream? We'll have to find out. If I remember, both players are good with chord streams. Pero ang consistency, I'm not sure. It might be even for both players. No, let's see. Tingnan natin kung sino ba yung mas consistent dito. This might be a chance for Buenoo to sneak in a point. Oh, wait, was that client? Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was another rough start for Buenoo right there. And I think that's another set of misses. But Arkwin looks like he is having a promising consistency of 99.63. Buenoo does had like 3 misses there, 99 accuracy. So it's gonna take a while for Buenoo to get that lead back. But Arkwin does get a miss though, which I think that was not clean at all. That was like a 0.3 accuracy deficit, so there might be a chance. There might be a chance here as Buenoo having the accuracy advantage. Arkwin does get that accuracy back, but Buenoo is repairing the accuracy despite the 3 misses, so this might be a chance for Buenoo to sneak in a point. Buenoo at 99.36, Arkwin at 99.27 with a miss, so things might go different here as Buenoo gets his stabilized form. With like Arkwin Arkwin is still having the lead, 1.4k. But as we get in the long run, if Buenoo manages to hold this and Arkwin gets like 200s in the long run, this could be a sneak in. This could be a point that Buenoo can sneak in. And as we're seeing here, Buenoo is just having the better hit distribution. Arkwin does hit a bit earlier though.
It's actually starting to get very much into Buenoo's side. That accuracy drop was way too much.
Yeah, I didn't even notice actually once I saw that. Wait, Arkwin's side is on the left. And yeah, the accuracy just went way different for both players. Arkwin at 97.83, Buenoo maintaining the 99.45. And I don't believe it. I think that is a point for Buenoo.
Yeah, Arquin I think hit way too early. Even if Buenoo dropped so much. Wait, that was just 12,000 points shaved off that lead. But that accuracy difference, 489 to 1211, that ratio difference is way too much for Buenoo. Actually, wow. So no sweep, everyone. That was very consistent for Buenoo. Very impressive work on being able to hold despite that section. OD 8.5 is very brutal, man.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. Sorry, something came up. Umuulan.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean,
Okay, so who were they picking? Alright. Oh, they're picking LN4. Okay, that's epic.
one of my 3 minutes 22 seconds. This is not gonna be. This is gonna be concerning because again, Ellen and long periods of time. I don't think that's gonna be nice for Buenoo, especially considering how the consistency went there. And as they say that, Buenoo already drops a miss, which is unfortunate. But the real test really starts soon from now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is 3 minutes and 22 seconds, so this could be another chance to sneak a point in, but like considering the LN picks that they have played, considering all the LN picks they have picked, it looks like Arquin getting the advantage right now. But like there is still time though. I think Buenoo got a miss there. I didn't see it quite. It looks like Arquin's accuracy is kind of better at this point, but like, was that a slider break from Buenoo right there? Okay, but yeah, it was kind of clean regardless. But nope. Like Buenoo getting 2 slider breaks there, not good for Buenoo's side. But the lead is not that long. It's like 8k, so there might be a chance that Buenoo could sneak in a point. But Arquin does manage to get some misses there and some 200s, which could hurt the lead for Arquin. But there is still time though. But wait, I didn't notice, but Buenoo is already under 98. That's gonna be a challenge for Buenoo now. So ayun, we're already at halfway of the chart and we are at 98.66 over 98.04, 25k lead. And that's not even the hardest part of the chart. Like for some reason, Buenoo is kind of struggling with these kind of patterns, but Arquin is parang kabisado ni Arquin yung mga ganitong patterns for some reason. And it looks like what previously happened early. It looks like parang I don't know what happened earlier there, but Arquin does manage to have a correct, and it has a stable hit distribution. I don't know what happened earlier, but Arquin manages to almost trying to get that 98.70 as Buenoo does try to get back to 98. I think there's a miss for Arquin right there, but so is Buenoo. The trade is not even, and those inverse portions, I think those were 2 or 3 slider breaks from Buenoo's side, and the more slider breaks Buenoo gives, the wider the lead goes for Arquin, and Arquin just does the full LN portions. Buenoo does get a slider break right there, And as we approach the ending, the lead is just going way too solid for Arkwin.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more recovery time for Buenoo. Amazing effort, and honestly, this could have been like a few more points closer than it could have been, but still a great effort from Buenoo. But ultimately, only one could be the winner, and that would be arcwinolivirus. Congratulations to him for advancing to the next round of the finals weekend. And not to mention, zero misses from Arkwin, two 50s only, in comparison to Buenoo with a lot more, but that opponent count and ratio was, I think, slightly better. So overall, accuracy really, Buenos has the advantage of that, but the physicality was way too much, and Arquin just took advantage of that one.
GG's for both players right there. Arkwin is gonna be moving on to the next match, which is still finals, because conditional. But unfortunately, for Buenos side, he is going to be eliminated in the PHNM 30 scene. But like, I gotta give props to him though for getting this far. Kasi Bueno has been one of the, let's just say, isa sa mga suki ng PHNM community. And I think this was his longest run overall, so I gotta respect the grind. But so as Arkwin for moving on to the next match, which I would see here in the current match brackets, it's gonna be either Mapple Mapple, sorry, maple syrup or Wewodge. So whoever wins that will face Arkwin in whoever faces Arkwin will be for the 4th place match. Whoever loses that match becomes 4th place, and the winner for that will become a guaranteed top 3. And as for the top seed, up on the upper ladder, we have Sunny and Cielo Day, which is yet another spicy match for both the winners bracket and the losers bracket. So basically the battle for top 2. And for why do I keep saying Mapple? Wait, maple syrup. Sorry, maple syrup. So in 3 hours from now, we will have maple syrup and Wewodge's match. So that's gonna be on 9 p.m. And I think there's gonna be a 4K match in a few.
Yeah, it's gonna be Plana versus Volpsy. You do not want to miss that, and honestly, I'm really excited to see how that one's gonna go.
Oh, definitely. That's a very exciting match, Plana and Volpsy.
And then,
Now, I don't think I don't wanna. I think wala na akong masabi. Do you have any concluding statements?
all right. I mean, I guess I can. End this off. I mean, thank you so much, PHNM for holding the fort on commentary for the most part. Search for streaming and great referee as usual. It's great to see new names. Like, I mean, Bueno isn't a new name per se, but like someone getting that far is definitely the first time we've seen Bueno reach this far on some it's really impressive to see how much he has grown. And honestly, very, very proud of how he's done. But ultimately, congratulations as well to Arkwin once again for advancing to the next round of finals. Please just sit back, relax, and don't forget to tune in 45 minutes for the next match. Which again, a 4K match between Plana and thanks so much everyone for coming to the stream, and hope to see you later. Goodbye!